My name is Philip O'Connor. I'm with Home Call Healthcare, and I want to tell you about two of our really favorite patients that we have that are good examples of how we treat the patients themselves. And the first one is a religious man. He served in Vietnam, and when we met him, he was such a nervous man and really tried to avoid altogether healthcare situations. He didn't want to go to see his doctor and all this. So what we did was we actually convinced him to go see his doctor because we noticed that there were some really serious things going on with him. And what we found is that he was having low blood pressure, he was having issues with infection, he had a wound that wouldn't heal, and he was diabetic. So all of these things really led us to, we need to get him down there as soon as possible. And we got him in there, and the doctor said, "Oh my God, we got to get you in right away to the hospital." And what happened then is that he wound up being on IV antibiotics for the past, he's still on them. 3 weeks he's been on them, and still he's very fearful and all of this. And my wife, my RN, my social worker, the people involved with our team, they all got together with him and really calmed him down with his situation. And he's fine now, and we look forward to seeing him back when he comes back to us in about a week, hopefully. Now, the second person has to do with someone that I personally treated. This man was a World War II vet, and at one time we got him so good, I had to discharge him because he was out there using a weed eater out in his yard. And he even was driving around on his golf cart, cutting the grass, and would get on his riding mower. And he was starting to drive around, so he wasn't exactly homebound at that point. Well, he had an accident. You've heard of I have a problem where you fall and you can't get up? Well, that's what happened with this man. He fell and he couldn't get up, but he fell on his telephone. And the telephone was pinned in his chest for 18 hours, if you can imagine, where you are stuck between your bed and the wall and you can't get up and you can't move, and your phone is buried underneath your chest. His daughter comes back, saves the day, calls me up and says, "Oh my God, he's really bad now. His congestive heart failure, he had pulmonary embolism, he had severe problems with edema, and we had to put him into the hospital." So he comes back to us and we treat him, and again, the same thing. His fear was that he couldn't make it this time, that he was just so bad, debilitated. And we had to talk to him and tell him that you can do it, just take it a step at a time, one day at a time. So we were able to really to help him a great deal. And to this day, just 3 days ago, I went and saw him. And he's walking now up to 400 to 500 feet, and is back working out in his yard. That's his big thing. He loves working his yard.